Hi, welcome back to Inside Weyermann, the video series that brings our malt house to your brew house. Actually, today we will be bringing our brew house to your brew house because we will be talking about liquid malt extracts brewed here at Weyermann for you. My name is Axel Jani, I'm the team leader of the International Customer Consultants here, and I will looking forward to talk malt extracts. Why does Weyermann produce liquid malt extracts? Well, there are four applications. First and foremost, it is to get hobby brewers hooked onto brewing beer. It takes out, by using liquid malt extract, it takes out the hard labor and the expensive equipment that you need to establish a brew house in your kitchen. So by having a liquid malt extract, it makes it easier for you to dilute it, to add the hop, and cool it down and start fermentation. So it is an easy way to get into hobby brewing. Second application is if you already have a system set up, a brew house, but you have a bit of a limit on your lautering capabilities and you want to do a strong beer, so you can add liquid malt extract into your brew to spike up original gravity, to make a bock beer or a double bock, such as that. Third application is yeast propagation. It is a very safe way to have a wort that is capable of giving all the nutritions to your yeast propagator. And the fourth one is if you are bottle conditioning and you need to add wort to get the correct CO2 level into your capped bottles, liquid malt extract is a very natural way of doing that. Where does Weyermann produce the liquid malt extracts? Well, right here at our malt house in Bamberg. We do have a 90 hectoliter brew house, which we also use for producing our Sinamar. In case of the liquid malt extracts, it is brewing water plus the malts that we use for each of the liquid malt extract recipes, and that is after the creation of the worts, we are vacuum condensing them to 75% gravity of 75% extract, and I'll just show you here of how much it is condensed. That's our Bavarian Dunkel recipe. It is, if it's diluted to the 13% Plato or 1.052 OG. It does have a color of 75 EBC, or for our American friends, 30 Lovibond. So this is how the actual product does look. Has that very beautiful malt flavor in the nose, of course, and it is easy to be used. The uniqueness of the Weyermann liquid malt extracts are indeed that it is not an extract made from a single malt, but from several. So we are having here the whole range set up from a Pilsner liquid malt extracts all the way across the color and flavor range towards the Bavarian Dunkel, which you've just seen here. And each of them contains suitable malts from base to specialty. For example, here the Munich Amber does have the Munich malt inside. A Munich October is a fest beer recipe with Vienna, Melanoiden and Cara Munich. And you are also able to blend all of them. Yeah? So the creativity of the brewer, there's no limit. You can add, for example, here the Bamberg Rauch. So our smoke liquid malt extract. We've made a video about the smoke beers from Bamberg, and if you say, well, this one here is with 98% of beechwood barley malt made, if that is too strong for your recipe, you can easily blend this into the Munich Amber, for example, to create your own recipe. Also, it must be said that none of these liquid malt extracts have hops inside. So this is something that we leave to your creativity and choice what kind of hop you want to use in these recipes. And therefore, you are very flexible. And I'm rushing a bit because I'm getting already excited. Let's take a breath and talk about how are you using it, or how do you dilute it once you have that product in your hand. It is very easy to apply the liquid malt extracts in your brew kitchen. You use the extract, you dilute it in warm to hot water. It doesn't have to be on the spot. Somewhere around 80 degrees Celsius is a good temperature, or 176 degrees Fahrenheit. You adjust the original gravity, or you dilute down from the 75 to the required gravity of your recipe. Realistically, you don't have to boil the extract because that has been done here already. However, to sterilize the brew and to give the time and temperature to isomerize the hop that you still have to add to the wort, defines the boiling time. Usually 60 minutes is sufficient. From there on, you are cooling down and pitch the yeast that is required for that given recipe that you want to brew, and off you go. Fermentation can start, and I do hope that you can create a really nice beer out of it. As you can see, you already have 8 defined liquid malt extract recipes for you to choose from. Remember that you can also blend one and the other, so there are more options to create your recipe. And then in addition, if you've seen our video about Sinamar and about acidulated malt and sour wort, these two products could also be very well used in combination with the liquid malt extracts. In case the Bavarian Dunkel is not dark enough for your recipe, you can use Sinamar to adjust the beer color that you want in that recipe. If you want to brew a sour beer and you want to adjust the pH depending to your brewing water that you use, the sour wort would be a very well suited method to do that as well. So you can see, despite the fact that it is a ready-made product, it is all natural and it gives you the opportunity to get into brewing the easy way. Based on that subject, I bet you have a lot of questions. Feel free to visit us on our social media platforms, send us an email, and we'll be here and happy to help.